break a record with this rain.
Yeah. Well, hopefully most people are already there.
Maybe we'll be the record breaker.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll pull in and the whole place will. Oh, there goes one.
Another one.
Oh, another one. You can't see him. I'm not putting my phone out the window.
There's another one over there.
There's another one. Let me zoom in on him. Oh, they're everywhere. They're taking over.
Hey, I'm Bill.
I'm Kim.
Welcome to Two Bug Garage. We're not real mechanics,
but we play them on YouTube. We live in North Carolina and have two air-cooled Volkswagen Beetles.
One is a 1967 named Shirley Rose, and one is a 1973 convertible named Franki. Shirley got back on the road in October of 2021 after being off the road for almost 34 years.
Franki joined our family on Halloween Day 2022. We found her on Facebook Marketplace, and she chose me to save her. This is a story of how Franki and Shirley became friends, and the adventure of bringing Franki back to life in her new home. Thanks for joining us.
Welcome to Two Bug Garage.
So Herbie's Place Diner is in Greensboro, and we obviously, you saw in the beginning, we were caught in the rain.
A little bit.
Yeah, it poured, and the funny thing was that night it only poured in Greensboro. It was a really great turnout. They did not break the record.
No, but
There was close to 90 Volkswagens there.
if it hadn't rained, they probably would have.
Yeah, so
It rained a lot, and a lot of people, like the guy we talked to, his has never been in the rain before.
Yeah, and some of these old VWs don't even have working windshield wipers. So
There's that one.
that's an Olympic blue. That's a flat window Super Beetle. So, but that is close to the color that Franki will be. But man, that is beautiful. I love that. That is a single cab. But yeah, turnout was great. Our friend Joe and his daughter Perry were there, and they're 63. Dewey. Dewey's one of our favorite. That's an all original 63 that's been in the family since 1963.
And he drives it all
Daily
the time.
driver, yeah.
Yeah.
And then there were some beautiful 67 convertibles at the show, which I have a soft spot in my heart for 67s.
Okay, that's cool.
But there was some really awesome cars there. Carmen Gias, they're so cool as well. This one was super nice. Most of these people are in the Triad VW club.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that! I did slow motion, so it's like
Look how much room he
the
has
motor. I know.
to work.
It's not even fair, especially if you have dual carburetors. This car was cool. I love the bullet hole graphics, and that is quite the Stinger exhaust out the back there. I mean, listen to this car. I just love it. But it turned out to be a beautiful night. Once the rain stopped, the sun was setting, you can see in the background. And it was just great to walk around and look at these cars. And we had dinner at Herbie's.
We'll go back next year.
Yeah. So they do this every year. They try and stuff the parking lot with as many Volkswagens as possible. And then we also did a community outreach with the Triangle VW Club. There's a senior center in Cary, North Carolina, and one of the people that lives there is a huge old Volkswagen nut and
Knows everything.
yeah, and so that's him in the wheelchair there. He
He knew everything.
just
Every
wanted to see
car
some old VWs, yeah.
And every car he walked up to, he knew the year, he knew the details, he knew what wasn't original, he knew everything.
So that was great, and people come out, and when they see these cars, they just get nostalgic and they tell stories. So
Back to work.
So here we're doing, this is a pressure washer sandblaster that we were trying to get some tough spots cleared out so we can see what we're dealing with, which, well, you'll see it here.
Making discoveries that I don't like.
Well, we knew that was Bondo.
I know, I still don't like it.
What do you find in here, Bill?
Get in here. You know, you got this piece has been replaced down here. I don't know, who knows how bad this crash was that caused this, but we have another donor car we're looking at, and hopefully this section is in good shape to where we could cut this piece out and weld in a new piece, because otherwise we're going to have to kind of do the same thing, because you can't get to the back side of this piece without cutting everything apart. So I mean,
you know what? She's alive, and that's
yeah,
better than.
Well, and you think about it, like maybe when this was done, this was considered a cheap convertible, and probably insurance paid to have it repaired, and this is what they paid for. So I'm almost sad that we uncovered that. But it was cracking.
I was gonna say it was gonna rust.
It was cracking. I don't know that it would rust because it's so thick.
Oh, that's true.
You know, but it was cracking, which then, yeah, I guess the crack would let the water get in, and then we'd have issues down the road.
And plus, we're gonna obviously, if that's, I don't know that I need to say this, but we're gonna repaint it, and we've got to get to the point where we can paint it and get a good paint job.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the dealio. Bill, your face says it all right now. But we love Franki.
Definitely a challenge.
So lots of Bondo on Franki.
A little bit.
Lots of Bondo.
Little bit.
And that front end is just not correct. So in the upcoming video, you're going to see we make a pretty drastic change to our plans for this car.
Yeah, very, very drastic.
Yeah, and that was Kim washing the correct deck lid for Franki. We got that from a VW buddy of ours.
We've had a lot of people who have been wonderful.
Yeah, getting a lot of help from the VW community.
Yeah.
What?
How scary is today?
Well, this is all new stuff for us.
It's pretty scary.
I'm not scared. I don't want to screw up. So,
All right.
we're sanding to reveal the spot welds, even though some of this is already rotted away, but we want to drill through all the spot welds to get this cover piece off, because the heater channels go behind here. This is a piece that's not in sedans, it's only in the convertibles. So it's like an extra support piece.
Because we have new. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, we have a new heater channels and
new things that go. Oh, sorry, that was really fast moving the camera. New cross members. Cross members to put after we do the heater channels. So here's hoping all goes well.
So this is a super time-consuming job, drilling out spot welds.
Not only that, it's like muscles. Like,
Yeah.
it looks like the drill is just gingerly going through that metal.
No, and we even have spot weld drill bits, like that's what you were using right there. In case you don't want to damage the metal behind it, you can just drill out the spot weld. But we wanted to save that support piece, trying to save as much original metal as we can, because the reproduction metal is just not as thick.
This is Old Red, and Old Red is a convertible that at some point it was decided was too far gone with rust and corrosion to save. So you can see a bunch has been cut out here. The main reason we have this car, honestly, is for this. This is new heater channel, new support rails.
Here's some pictures of Old Red with the heater channels that were installed before they decided that they weren't going to be able to save it. So we gingerly cut those out, and you probably saw earlier we had the heater channel on the floor. We ended up not using that one because this already had the support rails welded to it. So
And the support rails are convertible only, right?
correct. And so this was a lot of work to do this, but we didn't want to waste there was nothing wrong with these parts. They had some surface rust on them.
We've done a lot of reuse, recycle.
Yeah. We're trying to make the most of Old Red.
This is the hole I put in here.
This is the hole he put in there.
That's from cutting it out of the car, and then that is from getting a little too aggressive on one of the saws trying to get the...
Actually, I think that was the air chisel we tested.
Oh, the air chisel, that's right. So we'll have to weld those back up.
I want to smooth that, and then I want to just smooth this a little bit.
All right, let me...
How many hours do you think you spent grinding down the welds to get this thing to where we could clean it up and paint it?
Yeah, a lot. But
lots of hours.
I don't know if you saw, I had a supervisor there watching me to make sure I was okay.
Yeah.
He sleeps a lot,
But voila, just like magic in TV. These are all primered and ready to go on the car. You can see that the support rail is already welded to the heater channel. So that's a convertible. The difference between a sedan and a convertible is this block piece that goes under there to give it extra support under the doors. Okay, so it is January 6th. We had a special guest in Two Bug Garage today, of which you'll see some of the video here in a second. But we cut the heater channel off of Frankie on the driver's side today. So Kim is actually cleaning up in here.
I have to clean up the wrinkles.
Yeah. Let me turn this around because I'll show you what we did here. Okay. So there's a lot of rust and pieces of metal.
It's not on fire, though.
No, we almost did set the car on fire. Here's the front wheel well.
Oh, here's the one that burned.
And let me turn this. Let me see here. Here, hold that up to the camera. This is the, according to Chad Hicks, this is some sound deadening that they would put in the car. And it's like this matte fiber. And
I think it's horsehair.
When we were cutting, the sparks came through, and so it didn't actually catch fire, but it sat in there and smoldered, and smoke came up out of the car. So, but we cut here, along here, and of course you can see at the bottom of the door there's no heater channel that runs across here, and then we cut it out along here and all the way around to the back. So shout out to Chad Hicks for coming to our house to help us do this, because this was new territory for us.
Yeah, and there's a supervisor again, sleeping.
Yeah, he's Eli's in the back there, just hanging out. But
Get the rust pouring out.
I know, it was like a rust waterfall coming out of there.
Oh, that was fun.
And we've discovered there's quite a bit of areas that need more metal work. So as we get into this, as what happens with a lot of restoration projects, you uncover more things as you go. You can see on the inside that that's done, and then we still have the passenger side to do. So under the advice of Chad, we're going to actually finish the driver's side installation of the heater channel first. Then we will take the passenger side apart.
Yeah.
We just sanded and got good news.
Yeah, look, it's
metal.
it's actually in good shape right here. Like, that hasn't happened a whole lot.
Ever. Just be truthful. Ever.
Yeah.
All right. Let's put the new piece on. Just super glue. Let me go get the duct tape and super glue.
Duct tape, super glue. Let's put the rusty piece on here.
Perfect.
So like we said in the beginning, this is our friend Joe and his car Dewey. It's been in his family since it was new in 1963, and he daily drives it. And yeah, so they just had come by for a visit, and I thought I'd shoot some video of Dewey.
Dewey's so cute.
Yeah. And there he goes. Dewey's riding off
Bye,
into the
Dewey.
sunset. Bye, Dewey. We'll see you next time on Two Bug Garage. Honk honk.
Thanks for watching.
We'd love to see some comments. Be sure to subscribe.
I feel like when they put the car together, they didn't mean for it to come apart.
Yeah, they did a really good job. The problem is when it rusts and then